nieces and nephews, welcome back to Auntie No's Kitchen. To my new nieces and nephews, welcome to the family. Today, yes, we're still in Africa. Today we are going to be making, this is my first time as well. My little 10-year-old nephew, he's really worked the hair on my body to stand up. For the past couple of weeks, he has been pleading, Auntie, please make me some Egusi soup and fufu. Egusi stew, he calls it soup. And so I have been just, oh my God, scavenging through recipes. So I had to reach out to a friend of mine, and so she gave me her recipe that would be easy for me to make. Okay, so we're going to be making the Egusi stew with fufu. Okay, so give me a moment, do a flip and a swip, and we're going to get started. Okay, first, like I said, this had to be broken down for me, simple and easy, because the African food can be take a long time. So Egusi stew normally calls for more than one meat. I'm only sticking with beef. So what I have done, I already cooked. I use beef stew, and beef does take a while to cook on stovetop. So I had already pre-cooked my beef. So what I'm going to do, let me go over the ingredients. Okay, we're going to need, this is going to call for 2 large tomatoes chopped. So yeah, 2 fresh large tomatoes chopped. I used 1 large onion chopped. It calls for hot peppers, but again, this is for a 10-year-old child, so I'm not going to be using, I don't want a lot of heat to it, so I'm just going to add a dash of cayenne pepper to it. 18 ounces of tomato sauce. So this is a 15-ounce can to 3 ounces in this little measuring cup, and it's going to cost 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. I'm going to be using half a cup of red palm oil. This is kind of sweet to me. Salt to taste. Now your spinach, it calls for a pound of fresh spinach. Again, I'm shortcutting. I'm using a bag, 1 pound, a 16-ounce bag of frozen spinach, chopped. 3/4 cup of Egusi seeds. These are ground because they have to be ground. So I bought, if you're going to get Egusi seeds, and you can use pumpkin seeds. So the only thing I did was take and ground them up, and this is 3/4 cup. And I grounded the whole bag and just put the remainder in the freezer and wrapped them up really tight, because 10 times out of 10 he's going to want more. Okay, so what I'm going to do is turn. You're going to need a 1.5 cups of water, which I have not gotten yet. Okay, I'm going to turn my oven on. And see, normally you would saute the beef in your palm oil, but my beef, it's already been stewed down and cooked and cut into smaller pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and still, I want that palm oil flavor in here. And again, I'm going by what she guided me through. And so we're going to get this all nicely heated, because I still want that palm oil flavor. It smells so good. That palm oil has a sweet aroma to it. You know, I still want that palm oil flavor, so that's why I'm not omitting it. Oh, it smells really, really good. This is my first time making Egusi. Now, if I was going to eat it, I would use chicken. Okay, I'm going to let this cook for about okay, now this has been on for it say 3 to 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm going to turn it off because it's been about 4 minutes. Okay, I'm going to add my tomatoes, my onions. You can use a food processor. I'm using my little NutriBullet here. I'm going to add all my onions, my little dash of cayenne. Not too much heat, because I don't like giving kids heat. I really don't. Because he's always asking me to buy him Takis. I'm not a far as I'm going. This is how you get Asa. And little Pamper Princess down there, she just said, oh, you making Egusi and fufu? I was like, what you know about Egusi and fufu? She said, I know what it is. I said, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Clutch my pearls. Okay, I'm gonna parade this down. And I'll be right back. Okay, I parade that down. Now again, like I said, I pre-cooked my beef already. So I wasn't. It really has knocked the hour, really basically an hour, off of this recipe. And I'm going to stir this in, get all that goodness out of there. And I'm going to stir this around. And that way, I don't have to, they say, if the beef was nearly not cooked all the way, I would have to cook this down for 45 minutes to an hour. And because my beef is already cooked, I don't have to do that. And I'm so glad that she told me that. Thank you, Cece Biscuit. This is no way. Because African and Indian food does take time. It does take a lot of time. So I'm going to bring this to a boil. Because I was struggling. I was struggling. I'm like, okay, he wants Egusi soup, and I've never made Egusi. So I'm going to bring this to a boil. That was quick. Now that I have all my goodness. Now you can add beef, chicken, shrimp. She had a lot. She said she had a lot of stuff to hers. She uses cow feet, shrimp, chicken, beef. She said she has a lot of different meats to hers because she bakes a huge pot of it, because they have lots of. When she cooks fufu, she has so many people over, so she has all kinds of meats to hers, different variety of meat, tripe, and all kinds of stuff being hers. And so now that this is boiling, I'm going to go ahead and add my tomato sauce. I'm going to turn down my heat some. I'm going to go ahead and add my tomato sauce. To me, the shortcut version is a lot. And I guess that's why it took me forever to get the courage to make it, because I'm not going to lie, I feared making it. 3 tablespoons of the tomato paste. This is my favorite tomato paste. I love this tomato paste right here. Right here, oh, I love this tomato. I use this in a lot of my Italian dishes. I love that tomato paste. So I need to blend this really, really well. And as it slowly simmers, not simmer. I guess I'm thinking about Simba. Okay, turn my heat up so I had it down real low to number 2. One of my little tomato paste wasn't blended in. I had it down to number 2. I had to turn it up. I got it on number 5. That's number 5 is really, really good. It looks good. I'll taste the sauce. I just got to make sure I don't get in on that beef. Okay, now It really looks good. Smells good too. Okay, now I will go ahead and add the spinach. It really looks delicious. My first African dish, guys. I'm so proud of myself. I ain't talking about those ching chings now. This is my first. If you saucy break, it's my insulin pump keep going off. So it causes my, guys, I use my phone. So, I know my husband bought that beautiful camera in now, but I can't understand. I had the directions with little pictures, but I lost my card. And he's not here to explain it to me on that level anymore. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm afraid of the camera. So I don't understand it, so I'm not gonna stress myself out trying to figure it out. I can use my phone camera. It has a good camera. I told you all that fancy stuff. This is a hobby. This is a very fun hobby. This is not a job for me. I do not support myself using YouTube. That's why I love my channel. I love my nieces and nephews. I love my YouTube family. This is a hobby, okay? So I'm not into all that editing and all that stuff. I ain't doing all that. Okay, now we would find our Egusi seeds. We will put our Egusi seeds in it. Ooh, it smells really, really good. Ooh. I don't know about these, make it caught in my throat. Yeah, so we will, yeah, Cece said she have all kind of things added in hers. So we would take these Egusi seeds and we would blend them in. And I thought I would, and now we will put, it smells really, really good. I think I would do a tasty. I'll get Kaylin to do a tasty. God, look at our Egusi. Now I'm going to put this to the summer, let this simmer for about 5 minutes. And that's the best thing that she could have recommended for Auntie, is to cook my beef ahead of time. Because I cooked my beef, it took 2.5 hours because yes, I did season it and marinate it, overnight and put it in the oven. It'll be nice and tender. I wasn't going through all that. Auntie I can't stand up like that. No, So it looks really, really good. Oh, he is going to be so happy. If he hadn't torn up his phone, I could text him and say, look, Asa, I have your Egusi. But he tore up his phone. It don't even turn on. And I said, Asa, how'd you tear up your phone? He just shook his shoulder. I said, I don't understand body language. I don't know. I call him Mr. CNN because he tell everything. He listen to stuff and go repeat it. And then add his own spin to it. You better not say nothing in front of him. He sure will go tell it. Okay, guys, here it is. I'm going to turn the oven off. Here is our Egusi stew. Look at that. Auntie got to do a tasty. Need salt. Need salt. Black pepper. Yeah. You can tell there's no salt in it. Needs salt. It was very bland. Get another spoon. Yep, the salt and black pepper made a big difference because it was really, really bland. I'm like, need salt. It's missing something. I needed salt. Okay, here we are. Here now, this is our Egusi stew. Now let's make our fufu. Okay, now again, first time making fufu. Okay, so the box said 2 parts water. It said 1 box of fufu, and just the brand she recommended. Because it's made with cassava flour and plantain flour, but I guess you want to make it homemade, you will use cassava. You know, the cassava root, you have to cook it, take the vein out, mash it up like mashed potatoes. Then you have to mash up plantain. It's a lot of work in making real fufu. But anyway, this box, it says fufu mix with 2 parts water. Now, I am assuming 2 parts mean 2 cups. So, I have gotten 2 cups. Videos, for what I watched on videos, I apologize, guys. My blood sugar is a little high. So, it's going to beep until it goes down to a certain number. And I haven't even eaten breakfast. I mean, eating lunch. All I had was some coffee. And it says to bring water to a boil in pot. And I'm going to say bring water to a boiling pot. And when I saw on YouTube videos, they didn't add it all in. They brought it to a boil, and then they added all the fufu mix, and then they stirred. Now, guys, I have issues, nerve issues in my hands. So this fufu takes a lot of power in your hand. I lack that kind of power. So you're going to see breaks in the film, because I'm going to have to take breaks doing this. I just don't have that kind of power, okay? But I'm doing it for you, Asa, and I'm doing it for you, nieces and nephews. Because one of my viewers said they wanted me to video this. Now, you can order this off Amazon, but, you know, where I live, it's a melting pot. We have all kinds of stores. You can get anything you want. And so I'm going to bring this water to a boil, and I'll be back. Okay, I have that, so I'm going to pour this in. Ooh, they're going to mess again. And then I'm going to just, I guess you stir like you would stir mashed potatoes, and you just keep stirring and stirring. Guess you stir like mashed potatoes so you get the softness that you want. From what I saw, just keep stirring and stirring. Now, I don't think that measurement on that box was right. Okay, guys, this was really, really hard. It took me, oh God, I'm never gonna do this again. Okay, now it says to remove it. You have to keep doing this until you get that creaminess. And I'm never doing this again. Never, ever, ever. And I'm going to remove it and put it on this parchment paper. And you have to knead it again with your hand. So I'm going to throw it over here. I never want to do this again. Nope. Okay, now that fufu has been over here, now I'm going to put some out on my hand, of course. I guess I could oil my hand a little bit. I think I will. Like I said, this is my first time making fufu. I'm going to oil my hand a little bit, keep it from sticking to my hand. And I'm going to section it out into little balls for him. On this here parchment paper. Oh, that's cute. Yes, I'm going to use little balls. Now I do like mashed. I like plantains, and I like cassava. I do like cassava, and I'm trying to keep my hands oiled, keep them from sticking to my hands. Kind of like making biscuit, though, if you ask me. My mom used to make fufu when she would make soup during the wintertime. She used to make fufu. She must have learned from somebody. She learned from somebody she knew from Africa. But she sure one from Africa. It's hot. Yes, it's still hot. It's hot in the center. Now I gotta take this to him. Yeah. I want to make it pretty on top. Like I said, this is not going to happen again. Okay? I hope he really enjoys it because it's not going to happen again. This was utterly ridiculous. Okay, let me ball the rest of these out. Okay, we got 8 balls, 6 on here and 2 over here. All right, for nieces and nephews, here we are. My first time making this. And I tell you, that fufu, it's too hard for me. I won't be making this ever, ever, ever again. It's too hard, too hard. Okay, guys, but here it is. Egusi stew and fufu. Thank you guys for hanging out with Auntie and going through the struggles of making fufu, okay? All right, thank you, Asa. I hope you really enjoy this dish from the heart and soul and love and struggle of your auntie, okay? All right, guys, so this upload, hugs and kisses to each of you and lots of love. Thank you for your love and support. To the next upload, go do what? Be you, but be what? Be great being you. Hakuna Matata. Bye.